Hey y'all. Thank y'all for coming back. Let's get into our show so I don't keep you guys too long. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Saturday thus far. I was trying to get something done on my computer, you guys. That's why I had to move the show up. So my apologies. I had to change the time a few times. But thank you guys so much for being patient with me. All right, let's go ahead and get this up. All right. Got dual screens going here. All right, let's see. Y'all pardon me. I'm so sorry. Let me do this one thing so I can help my mods out right quick. Okay. Let's do that right quick. All right, boom. Yes, I hope you guys have tapped on the like button as well. You know the show is going to be good. Y'all know I'll be giving y'all some great tea. Also, if you did not get to check out the previous video that we did earlier today, please check that out so that you guys can catch up on that news as well. But in the meantime and in between time, let's go ahead and get started. Of course, everything said in the video is alleged and is used for fair use and entertainment. Hello to everyone in the chat. Of course, all my top flight mods, Rose, Tiffany, and Truth. Thank you guys for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. All right. Kenya Moore, honey. Kenya Moore. Shout out to Reality Entertainment TV. Kenya Moore gives her thoughts on Real Housewives of Potomac season 10 reunion looks. Now, Kenya, you ain't on no show, so why do you even care? But we're entertaining, right? Shout out to the 50 watching thus far. We know more will be coming in. Let's go ahead and get into what Kenya Moore had to say, according to Reality Entertainment TV, about the girls over at Real Housewives of Potomac. Now, we already looked at this. We already judged the looks, but let's get into what Kenya had to say. Because, you know, Kenya used to be a little, what is it, Miss Universe or whatever. So let's see what she has to say.
I'll tell you about these reunion looks. Okay, so let's start with the gorgeous Giselle Bryant. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. Giselle, I call her Giselle. So that's Giselle. Can you see it? That's better. So that's Giselle. So honestly, I love this look on Giselle. It's clean. It's sexy. I mean, red is always going to give you sexy. It's one shoulder. The skin is skinning. Her makeup looks amazing. Like, I would love to see Giselle in a clean ponytail. Like, she has such a face. Like, I would like for her to show off her face. I love the jewelry. The shoes are pretty. Like, she looks good. Like, look at where she came from, guys. Like, this is a win for Giselle. She has been...
Was that a little shade there?
Dressing really beautifully lately, and I think that this is definitely a win. Okay, Miss Ashley, darling. Miss Ashley. Okay, Miss Ashley. I love it. This is what you get, Ashley. First of all, the body is bodying, okay? And Ashley's face never declines. Honey, the girl's face is just gorgeous. And I love Ashley's natural hair texture. But I know you got to change it up. You got to do something different. You know what I'm saying? You got to do something different for the girls. No. I love this dress on her. It's young, it's sexy, it's cute. It's showing the arms. The hair is up, which is beautiful. The shoes are winning. Like, I love it. I love her look. Okay, Tia Glover. She's a newcomer. That's Tia. And I actually really love Tia's dress. I love that it's sexy. I love the length of her hair. I love that it has like the little boning. I love the ruffles. I mean, I don't know if I love the fabric of it, if I'm being critical, but I think overall it's a beautiful dress and she looks happy in it. The only thing I would say is, I mean, the fabric is a little questionable, but also the boning, the color of the, what is the net? What is this called? The sheer part, the mesh. The mesh does not really match her skin.
Right.
So when you guys are doing something like this, you need to make sure if it's custom. I'm not sure if it's custom or not, but I would have just made sure that the mesh like matched my skin. Okay. Angel Massey. Don't know her. Don't really have anything negative to say. I just think it kind of looks like she's going to a brothel versus a reunion.
Oh my Lord.
Sorry. It's giving Mae West, honey. It's giving Mae West tease. It's a lot.
It's giving Della Reese tease. I would say this, and I know we already viewed and are judged these looks. I think that Angel could have used a lighter color hair for this because it's giving Wednesday Addams, okay, from the Addams family. She should have used a lighter color hair. I think that would have looked good on her. You know what I mean? Like a brown or a copper type hair or something lighter. Because this black is just making her look too funeralistic, if that's a word. All right, funeralistic. I think I just made that up. I don't know. And then we already talked about all this extra fabric. I wasn't feeling it, but let's continue.
You look beautiful in it, yes, but to me, it's giving with the boobs, with the silhouette, with the color, with the fabric. It's giving Mae West tease. It's giving, yes, these girls. Okay, girl number one, girl number. It's giving, honey. Let's get the list out and you pick one. Okay. But again, I don't know her. I'm just giving my opinion. I'm just being silly. Okay. Please don't kill me. All right. We just need a moment of silence. We need a moment of silence. Because Wendy, she took y'all to school on this one. All right. When I tell you she shut it down, she shut it down. Perfection. Everything from this, is it leather? Is it sequins? I can't really tell. I think it's sequins with the feather coat, the earrings, the Kenya hairstyle. Y'all know that's my hairstyle, right? All y'all trying to duplicate my hairstyle, but y'all know that's my signature hairstyle, right? Okay, come on, Pantene. Y'all remember Pantene. Okay, anyway, it's perfection. The skin, the bronze, the lips, it's just so delicious. So delicious. Wendy, you did that. And I don't know if Chanel dressed her. She dressed me for a reunion or something, but amazing. So Stacy. Miss Stacy. Okay, my girl from Detroit. Hi, Stacy. So this is Miss Stacy. Miss Stacy is looking beautiful as usual. I want Stacy to come out of the pageant world. Okay, listen, the dress is pretty. And I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe Stacy competed in pageants. I know Ashley did. I'm not sure, but it's giving pageant. It's giving pageant. It's pretty. It's a pretty dress. But what makes the dress, what would have made this look a little bit more modern and fresh, is a slick back pony, because she has the face for it. Slick the hair back pony. Give me a neutral, like, don't do too much for a reunion. You don't have to do so much makeup and hair and all of that. Some people just do way too much for a reunion. Just be yourself, but just pretty. And I feel like Stacy needs, and I know I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I just feel like Stacy needs, I'll say it like this. Stacy needs a new direction on hair and makeup. Okay. She needs to realize the power of her beautiful face. And she needs someone that will bring out those features in her hair and bring her into 2026. That's what I'll say. I got one bar left on my phone.
Let me just say this. I'm not a huge fan of Kenya Moore, but this red hair, I'm feeling that. It really does accentuate, if that's a great word to plug there, her skin. So I'm loving this. Whoever's idea it was for her to go with the red look, I love it on Kenya. So, all right, there. I complimented Kenya. Y'all put that for the books, okay?
See. Kiara? How do you say her name? Kiara. I never remember how to. No shade. Okay, I'm not being shady. I just don't remember how to say Kiara. No, it's an N. Kiara. I don't know. Y'all help me. How do you pronounce her name? Okay, so I love this dress. I think it's modern. I think it's sleek. I think it's sexy. I love that she has her hair up. That means she's confident in her face card. I love that she kept it simple with everything else. I love it. And I'm sure sitting it will be stunning. I love this look. She definitely won with this look. Okay, Jassy. You can tell I don't watch Potomac a lot. I'm so sorry. I love my girls, Giselle and Ashley. I love the Grand Dame, darling. But a lot of the new girls, I don't really know. So don't kill me on that. I just don't know.
This ain't it, girl.
JC, not sure. Not sure what you were thinking on this.
No.
I'm not sure if you were channeling a florist. I'm really just what were you thinking, girl? What was it? A rose petal theme? Like, it's just random roses on this dress. I mean, she's a pretty girl. I don't even know how to fix this dress. Like, it is.
Burn It is a great place to start. Okay.
Second to worst best dress. Does that make sense? So it's a clear no for me. Again, this needs to be just burn it. Just
there we go.
We can't fix this dress. I was gonna say just take the roses off. Actually, if you took the roses off completely, it's a cute dress. Just strapless, silver. It'd be cute. But these roses, the roses took me out, honey. It just took me out. Okay, and then we have Monique. I have one bar left, y'all. I'm so sorry. Okay, Monique, who are you going to fight in a film? Like, what movie are you a part of? Like, what? Is it an Avenger? Is it?
Oh my God, Kenya, did you watch my video earlier? I swear, if anybody watched my video earlier, did I not say that Monique looked like she was going to fight with the Avengers? Kenya, are you watching my channel? Because I swear I said that. Like, I so said that. And she just came out an hour ago. So my video was hours ago. So Kenya, did you watch my show? Because I said the same thing about Monique.
You were like reinventing Superwoman. Like, what is this look? Girl, you took me all the way out with this look. What? You're too beautiful. God. You just too. Your face card is a 10. This is a 1. If I can give it a 1.
Child.
That's a 1. That might be a negative. It's atrocious. It's giving Phaedra Parks at her last reunion.
Again, I would give Monique, she gets number 1 for the skin because her skin is flawless. Okay. It's beautiful. I said it before, face card, her skin all up in here, her arm area, the neck. She's serving skin. But this outfit is hideous. I don't know what she was trying to do here. All these damn triangles and shit. That I'm not feeling it at all.
Kill me for saying that, but that is on the level. When y'all start getting this custom-made, costumey looking thing, you going all the way wrong. Okay, and yes, I'm hating from outside the club. If you want to say that, if the club that I built, but anyway, you can say it all you want. I'm giving you my opinion. Karen Huger. All I have to say is the Grand Dame, the damn thing. Okay,
I like
that. Is perfection. It's stunning. Like the corset, the detail where it's falling off the arm, the soft detail. The fabric is A+. You can tell that's premium silk. Okay, learn the difference between satin and silk. Okay, this premium silk and the way it's just so yummy and juicy, and the way it just falls down her leg. It's everything. It's beautiful, and I love that she kept simple, sleek hair. Okay, learn something from the Grand Dame. The simple, sleek hair, the makeup, the shoe, it's perfection. The Grand Dame is back, honey. Let's hope that she stays. But I'll tell you about these reunions.
Stop throwing a little subtle shade. I caught that shade in there, Kenya. What y'all think? We honestly, me and Kenya had some of the same ideas as far as these looks, but shout out to Kenya for her interpretation of the Real Housewives of Potomac girls. She also had something to say about her thoughts on Nene Leakes' return to Bravo and Kandi Burruss divorcing Todd. So let's get into that. Let's see what kind of shade she throws with that. Okay, we're still talking about Kenya, honey. Let's go and get Kenya fully out the way, so we can move into our other looks, right? Y'all say Karen looks the best. I like Karen. Karen out here doing the damn thing. Okay. All right. So let's get into Kenya. Speaking about Kandi's divorce with Todd and Nene's return to Bravo. Let's see.
Thoughts on Nene coming back? Okay, that's a good question. So you guys know that Nene and I are in a really good place right now. But even when we are not in a good place, I still am a fan. I still think that she is one of the most iconic reality stars of all time. And I'm happy that that door is open for her to return. Now, you guys know that she isn't. And again, this is not any shade, so please don't. This is a positive day, okay? This is a day of celebration. I made it another year in life, and it has been a tough year physically, regarding health and things like that for me. So I am not trying to be shady. Other than like lightweight fun shade, I am not trying to tear anyone down. I just literally am answering the questions that you have asked, and please don't read anything else into it. I think you guys know when I'm trying to shade someone, and today I'm not, right? At least not as of right now. Okay, so you guys want to know how I feel about Nene. So she wasn't a part of the main cast, right? So there's the main cast that they assembled that consisted of all OGs. And we all know that Atlanta, for some reason, did not have an OG. They used someone that is already on the cast, which we already know right now is Portia, which is great for her. And I know she had a big overall deal with Bravo or NBC Universal, I'm not sure. So maybe that was like a part of her deal where she, has to be on a certain amount of shows for them, because we've been seeing her on a lot, right? Which is great for business and great for her, and good for her to be able to negotiate a contract that would allow her to do other projects. But within the family. So when it comes to Nene or an OG from Atlanta, I do feel that Nene or Sheree should have been a part of that main cast, especially when, listen, we all love Sheree, whether she's coming or going. We love to see her play with the girls. And when it comes to like having an OG present and knowing that Atlanta was one of the first franchises, we want to see nostalgic, RHOA at its prime. And Sheree was a part of that. And obviously Nene was a part of that. So I just kind of feel like maybe they missed the mark a little bit when it came to casting. But again, I'm not a part of casting. I have an opinion like everyone else, and my opinion matters. And yours does too. You are a fan, and you help to create these moments. And at some point, they have to listen to the fans, right? Right. How do you feel about the divorce between Kandi and Todd? How is Kandi doing? So there's a part of me that's like super sad about that, because I'm just such a lover of love, and I want people to just be in love and do well. They have children together, young children together. And I really feel sad about that, because I want families to be a family. It's something I didn't have growing up. And I was always an advocate for Todd. I used to tell Kandi, he's good for you. Thank you. So to see them going through what they're going through is pretty heartbreaking. But at the same time, I think women need to know that you need to always be with someone who is a ride or die for you. And if they're doing things and you're trying to work it out and they don't show change behavior, you listen, I've been there. So you, at some point, and women, we give people a lot of chances, and we shouldn't. But obviously a marriage deserves more of a chance, because the stakes are higher, and can you shut that door for me? There are more things. Thank you. There are more things that's going on. Okay, here we go. So how is Kandi doing? She's going through a divorce. It's difficult. And that's hard for her. Thoughts on Nene coming back?
Okay. So what do y'all think about what Kenya had to say? I'll be honest with you, as far as Sheree goes, I don't feel like Sheree really has anything reputable to bring to the show right now. I think that they've allowed her several times to come back and prove herself, and each time she has not done that. Like she had this fashion show with no fashions at one point. Then they brought her back and she was still doing this She by Sheree bullshit. And half the thing, most if not all, according to what Kandi was saying, of the things that Sheree was showing on the runway when they did give her a chance to come back, she had this whole fashion show. She actually had fashions that time, but none of those things were on the website. And then we found out that she didn't even pay her designer, and the designer wound up keeping all of her stuff. So that was a you know, a blah, you know, that was a on Sheree's part. I don't know. Sheree just can never get it right. But to be honest with you guys, and I've said this before so many times, all of the OGs, it was very refreshing watching all of them be on the same show together. Nene, of course, we know it's great for TV, but it took all of them to come together collectively to make it a great show. You may not be a fan of Sheree, but if Sheree can be there to bounce off of Nene, Nene bounce off of Portia bounce off of even Kenya, okay? Kenya bounce off of Cynthia bounce off of, and as much as y'all don't like Kim Zolciak, you know, the back and forth between Kim and Nene, all of those dynamics kind of help the show be a great show. Okay, if you go back and look at some of the older episodes, which I do sometimes, I'd be like, damn, I miss this show when it used to be so good. The storylines were good. Even with Kandi being on the show, like even though we were sick of her and Mama Joyce going back and forth with Todd and all that other stuff, all of those things help make the show be a great show. So hopefully it can get back there, because all these new people they're bringing on, it's just not giving what it needs to give. So bravo, y'all need to get it right and understand that you guys had the highest ratings when you had the regular castmates on the show. I'm just gonna be honest with you. That made the show. I loved every Sunday whenever I pulled up my DVR to see Real Housewives of Atlanta on my DVR. I knew that it was going to be a great watch because of who was on the show, right? Mm-hmm. So we got to get back to it, bravo. Like swallow your pride. I think Kenya has, and as much as I'm not a huge fan of Kenya, I think Kenya's learned her lesson. In terms of violating the code of conduct, in terms of what she did with Britt Edie. I'm not sure where they are on a legal standpoint, but I do feel like maybe they can bring her back at least for a friend of capacity, and then just kind of slowly put her back in there. But you know, it's all needed. Kenya's shade against Nene calling folk out and reading people down. You know, Kenya annoys the shit out of me with all that twirling, but I take a twirl or two if it's gonna get the show back where it needs to be, right? I'm just saying. I love this show. But so shout out to Kenya for that. All right, Kenya, you look great. See, I'm being nice. I don't know if the Lord is talking to me today, because y'all know I'm not a fan of Kenya, but I got to give props for it to Kenya. You look great, and I would like to see her back on the show with all of the OGs, of course, because we need the show to get back how it used to be. All right, let's get into y'all favorite person, Heavenly Child, with this damn, I don't know where she found this wig at, child, but I really hope she send it right on back. Let's get into Heavenly and shout out to her. Shout out again to Reality Entertainment TV, and shout out to Boss Up Official. Let's get into this. So they says, as Married to Medicine continues scrubbing in for season 12, Dr. Heavenly is opening up about her run for Congress, conflict with Dr. Simone Whitmore that left her feeling unsafe, and her take on Toya Bush allegedly breaking girl code with newcomer Angel Love, rather. She said, I second guess myself, I third guess myself, but every time I asked God if this is what he wanted me to do, his answer was yes. She said that God is pulling people from unexpected places who have a voice. She told Boss Up about her bid for Georgia's 13th district. Child. All right, so let's get into what she had to say.
How do you balance going into politics? Because we know politics is contentious, but also this friend group can be contentious as well. How do you balance that when you already have a lot on your plate already, and then you have to go and sit and watch the show and see moments like we just had, like with Simone? How do you keep your mental health straight?
You know what? Honestly, I don't watch the show. I know what happened. I remember the show, but honestly, with the people the people that I've had problems with on the show, to me, some of the things they meant for bad, God made good. Because when Toya did what she did, I got all kind of outlets. I'm talking about Fox 5, TMZ, all of those wanting to do my show. And then when I get on the show, I'm doing just like I do with you. I'm pulling it back and pivoting into what I want y'all to talk about, which is our people that are struggling right now, that need health care, that need education, need the grants, need the student loans, the federal funding. Our people are not getting the federal contracts right now. You think I'm not going to change that? My district is 71% African American. It is very democratic. So when I win the primaries, I have won the election, right? And not only that, I'm not going to stop it and use my platform. You know, the stars that I have, you know, Kandi has been very supportive. All the people have been very supportive. We pulling all stops to flip seats in the state of Georgia, right? Right now, we're 9 Republicans, 5 Democrats. But if we flip 1 seat, we're 8 and 6. We flip 2 seats, we're 7 and 7. And now we can get some things done. I'm bold, I'm unapologetic, and I understand what this is. A lot of times as the African American female, we have to state, you know, our qualifications. We have to say, you know what, I'm board certified in this, I can do that. I ran businesses. I've had a business in every county in this district. I created jobs. I signed payroll. But what more so than that, at Real Estate Series 65 had a real did a mortgage company. I understand all aspects of a lot of things, right? But all that ain't even really important. What people are looking for in my district, somebody they know that's real, that's relatable, that's not going to leave them. And they're going to be present. Somebody that's going to do town halls and listen to their plights. Because the plights in Clayton County are different from Gwinnett County, which are different from Conyers in Rockdale County. So you have to listen to all the people and be a servant to the people. Yes. And I've been serving my community for over 25 years, Danny, and I'm ready for the job.
Absolutely. One thing that I saw, you talked to Carlos King the other day, and you were talking about Simone, and you had a lot to say about what her relationship with Quad, and you said she's a straight hater when it comes to Quad. Why do you think that is?
I think that all of us look at Quad's life. I mean, we work really, really hard as African American physicians, dentists, and Quad house is nicer than all of ours. Her cars are nicer than all. She gets to travel and she don't have to deal with the issues of a relationship that we all deal with, not just Simone. I'm gonna be very, very clear. Simone was able to portray her life in such a real way. I have to take my hat off.
How do you balance?
Heavenly's so full of shit. She want that position so bad. I feel like it's more so clout driven than anything. Do I feel like she would make a great person to run for office, to be 13th district? I do not. I do not. You are not for the people. I know you want this position, but Heavenly, you are not a people person. You have to be a people person to understand the people's plight, as you said in your long ass fast speech too. Like, damn, the other lady couldn't even jump in because you were on a roll. I feel like this was all practiced, right? I feel like I heard this before with you. But at the end of the day, to understand the heart of people, like before you were saying you didn't even want to talk about all the embarrassing things that you went through, not understanding that you're not the only person that has ever had to be on food stamps. There are women out there who have had to go through that as well and probably need food stamps and get denied food stamps. So don't make being on food stamps sound like it's so beneath you and just so embarrassing when people still have to eat and survive. That's what it's for, right? And at the end of the day, I feel like, I do feel like it's for clout. Stacey Lane says that, it's definitely for clout. She wants this for clout to be able to say, oh, I'm 13th district, but you're not, Heavenly. You're not a people person, and you have to have a heart for people to work with people. If you have a nasty attitude and you're talking down and it's always your mama this, your mama that, no, I don't. It took another one of your co-stars to tell you, girl, you need to be a little more human and more relatable in terms of trying to get into this office. You being so stuck up, and I'm not going to talk about my life when I was a child. I'm embarrassed about this. And girl, sit down. This is all fake in terms of Heavenly. I can't take Heavenly because I feel like she's not authentic. I feel like what we see here is very much so rehearsed. I feel like you go put your good wig on and you go get your face beat and you get under these hot lights and you just get up here and test a lie. And I'm sick of your ass. I'm not voting for her. I've said it before. If she wins, it will not be because of my vote. But at the end of the day, I feel like she needs to focus on her issues and her problems at home. You talked about you and your husband been arguing a lot. You haven't talked to your son. How you going to relate with that? How you going to tell somebody else how they need to do or what they need to do when you're not even doing what you need to do at home, right? Like, seriously. Charity begins at home, honey, and then it spreads abroad. Let's move along. Shout out to Bossa. Moving on, honey. Let's get into this Clarissa Shields news. She finally admits that she was the person behind said phone call whenever she called in to pretend to be somebody else. So she mentions that. Let's get into J Views Daily. So Clarissa Shields finally answers the questions about being the mystery caller during the live stream when she got caught trying to pretend to be somebody else when they were talking about her on a live stream, and she called in and was going off, and that's how I knew it was her ass, and it sounded like her as well. But she was pretending to be someone else and got called out. So let's get into what she had to say here. Again, shout out to J Views Daily.
No doubt. I got a follow up. Excuse me. I just have one follow up question for you, Jen. Yeah, I just have one follow up question. It's a hot topic. We got to know. Clarissa, was that you on the call on that show? People are saying you called into a show and it sounded like you. What are your thoughts on that?
If I did, so what?
Exactly. Which is a good answer. No doubt.
You gotta be so aggressive about it. Like, if it was you, why you just didn't say, hey, this is Clarissa Shields on the line? You got on there pretending like it was somebody else, and now that your ass got caught, now it's so what if I did? Like, don't have that haughty attitude, because if you were going on there being yourself and not pretending to be some random person, and they figured you out through your voice and the cadence of your tone and how you speak, because you're the same every time. If you ain't on there smacking it and eating like a damn pit bull, as I said earlier, then you're on there, pap upstairs, it's pap this, it's pap that. Like, you are always a responder to everything, Clarissa. Like, they only asked you a question, was it you? Can you admit that it was you on this live stream popping in like you were somebody else? All you gotta do is say, yeah, that was me. I did come on because I felt that people were talking about me and I came on to defend myself. Not no, yeah, so what if it was me? Yeah, girl, just announce yourself when you come in, right? Anywhere I go, I can announce myself, say, hey, y'all, this is Caramel Real. I don't go in no fucking bushes. I go in the chat. If I'm coming to see you, if I'm coming to talk about something, if I hear my name, I'm going to pop up and I'm going to announce myself. And that's just how it is. That's what real women do. Not be on no fake hiding bullshit like you were doing since you the quote your ass up in there and say, hi, guys, this is Clarissa Shields, or this is Clarissa in the chat. And then you go from there. But the fact that you got caught being a fake ass, FAB, as they call it, a fake ass biatch in the bushes in somebody else's live stream with regular schmegular people, then now you want to get an attitude because you got found out. Girl, get over yourself. All right, so let's move along. I do have an announcement. This was put out. Let's put this up. I know some of you guys may be happy, and I said this a few weeks ago, that I would be happy to see Mariah Huq returning to Married to Medicine. So they're saying that Mariah Huq, you guys, according to Housewives of ATL, that Mariah Huq will return for some episodes for the next season of Married to Medicine, and filming has already started. What do y'all think? Let me take this down so we can see. In May, so coming up in May, they will start filming for the next season, and they're saying that Mariah is set to appear in some episodes. What do y'all think? Because I know at one point she said that she is not coming back. That she said, hey, I'm happy to get my check sitting at home. She's still the executive producer. Y'all know Mariah actually brought Married to Medicine to our TV screens. She also helped with the casting, according to that. She's already talked about it. I shared it here on the channel. But the little birdie is saying that Mariah Huq, honey, would be making some appearances on the next season and be playing with the girls on there, starting filming in May. So I had to go ahead and put that out there so you guys can see what that was all about, right? I like Mariah. Y'all cannot ever make me hate Mariah. I love Mariah. Okay. So yes, honey. So that's some tea on that while we were talking about Married to Medicine. All right, so let's get into this next tea with Tasha K's husband, child, reading the men down, trying to talk about Tasha K. Sounds like some guys were maybe trying to hit on Tasha K, but her husband came through, honey. It appears that Tasha K was bringing all the boys to the yard. Her milkshake was bringing all the boys to the yard. So according to Wino Clock, which is one of Tasha's pages, okay? I found this online. I said, ooh, this is going to be tea. So her husband said, this is not Tasha K posting. So he goes on to say that this is her husband of 20 years, Sheck. His name is Sheck, posting. He goes on to say that I've reviewed all the DMs from the men that solicited my wife earlier today and have since deleted the video that she posted earlier on the beach that enticed them. Ooh, come on now. So he goes on to say, no need to send my wife DICK pics. Not that child. Said that she's got all the mandingo DICK that she needs right. Yeah, you better check them. He goes on to say, and yes, I'm truly Yes, I am truly of Mandingo descent, because y'all know he's African. Said they're born and raised in Bamako, Mali. Okay, said that now from here on out, there will only be celebrity gossip posts on this page, because y'all know he works with Tasha K, right? Her husband works with her. Said that thank you for your respect and attention on this matter concerning the video that my wife posted earlier. Said to sign Sheck. So he let the people know, don't be trying to holler at my wife. Don't be sending her no DICK pics because she got a whole Mandingo up over here. What do y'all think about that? Well, he's doing what he's supposed to do as her husband, right? If people are sending inappropriate pictures or a post or whatever to Tasha K's page in order to get her attention, child, I don't know who's doing that. But yeah, he should, as her husband, step up and let him know, hold up now, hold up. Don't be sending that shit over here. All right, so shout out to Tasha K, honey, for having some secret admirers. All right, let me find out. Tasha, let me find out you got some secret admirers sending you some DICK pics. All right, moving right along, child. All right, so we're not done with Clarissa Shields. Let's get into this, child, because she had more to say. Let's get into her. Oh, are y'all tired of her already? I am, girl. I am, girl. All right, hold on. Shake said, y'all better get up off my damn wife. All right, let's get into child. All right, so Clarissa Shields rejects claims that Papoose took a 20% cut of her $8 million deal. So let's get into that. She says that all that money came to my account because the people are out there saying that they feel that Papoose is sticking up under her since this $8 million deal, and that he ain't going nowhere because now Clarissa got this nice little check up on her in the bank and whatnot. So he ain't going nowhere because he want his Bentley truck paid for, and he eating good over there upstairs because his ass is always upstairs according to her. And also she had to make it plain that he is not her manager because people was like, oh, the nigga probably over there being the manager like he was with Remy over there. A lot of people are comparing her relationship to Remy's relationship in the magnitude that he was seen in the relationship with Remy. Y'all know he stayed in all of Remy's stuff, like writing her music, and it was said that he was trying to like be a little manager and all that. I always kind of side eye. I love my husband, and I've said it before. Do I want to work with him? I do not. I feel like it's too much. I see you at home. I do not want to see you at work. I don't feel like you should manage me. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like a little conflict, and not to say that I don't love him and wouldn't want to see him, but I just don't feel like a working relationship and a marriage and all of that should commingle. I think you should keep the two separate, just as I feel Clarissa and Papoose should as well. Now, should he be there to support her if he's a boyfriend? Yes. But I don't feel like they should be in any type of business together because that's when shit go left, right? It can. But let's get into what she had to say. Shout out to Soulsy Radio.
Stop saying Papa's my manager because it's not. Y'all know it's a lie. It's not true. Stop saying that he got any money from me because no, he didn't. I was going to sign a big lucrative deal no matter who I signed with, but the biggest and most lucrative deal that I signed with was Celeb and Wooten Records, which was $8 million. And all that money came to my account. So let's get that going. It's like y'all just believe anything that anybody say. Stop saying Papa's my manager because it's not. Y'all know it's a lie. It's not true. Stop saying that he got any money from me because no, he didn't. I was going to sign a big lucrative deal no matter who I signed with, but the biggest and most lucrative deal that I signed with was Celeb and Wooten Records, which was $8 million. And all that money came to my account. So let's get that going. It's like y'all.
So, I mean, people are going to have opinions when they see Papoose popping up in all of these things. If you're having, and I said it in my earlier video, if you're having a photo op with you and your boxing opponent, I don't know why Papoose is standing up there taking pictures. Like, stand off to the side and be supportive. It's giving like, what about me? Me too. It's giving Amon Shumpert and Teyana Taylor when she had red carpet events and the nigga was standing back jealous as hell because the photographers were telling him stand off to the side. They just want to get Teyana right now. Like, Papoose is soaking up the cloud. Like, he is staying relevant by way of Clarissa. We saw him today just bust out in a whole rap, in a whole freestyle at her face-to-face event for her opponent. Like, why? Sit your ass down. Just be supportive as her woman, as her man, because it's giving female vibes a little bit. Okay, you want some bitch made shit? Sit down and let her have her clout. This is her time. She's the boxer. Okay, I know the last fight that she had. Here he comes coming down the aisle, rapping and shit. Like, he has to be in every aspect of her business, and she needs to let him know, like, this is for me. Like, you have your stuff. I ain't gonna be sitting in the studio talking about let me jump on this verse with you. Like, Like, I'm gonna let you do your thing. And I feel like she needs to kind of put some boundaries between her business and her relationship with Papoose, because a lot of people are vocalizing that he is popping up way too much when it comes to her business stuff. Okay. He's not separating business from boyfriend. I know it's B on both of them, but bitch, no. Like, sit back and let this girl enjoy the fruits of her labor and just support from afar. You ain't got to jump up in there and start freestyling, and you ain't got to jump in every picture. She's trying to be there with her opponent, and you all behind her, just like trying to get all up in the camera view. Like, sit down. So it's really okay to sit to the side and support your woman. That is really okay to do that. Okay. But it's clout. It's all about, maybe he's done that so long with Remy that that's all he knows, right? He's done that so long with Remy until now he's with her and she's a prominent figure as well. He's like, hell no, I'm gonna keep getting this fucking clout. And that's exactly what he's doing. It's becoming too much. And don't get upset because people vocalize their opinion as related to that. I mean, we're just going by what we see, right? Moving right along, let's get into Bishop Wooten. You guys, this is the pastor that I shared with you guys that said that Jamal Bryant's wife, Dr. Kari Turner, was dressed like a $2 whore whenever she had on that nude looking dress for an event that they went to for the Negro College Fund or something like that. I forget. But he is now going after Don Lemon, and he puts out a statement saying, said that Pastor Wooten warned Don Lemon and protesters not to step foot in his service, like in his church, or expect some rights and lefts. And then he says, say amen. So it's giving that, he said, come up in here and we're going to be throwing bows up in here. Because y'all know Don Lemon went into a church and a pastor was pretty much asking them to leave because he didn't want any parts of what Don Lemon was bringing up in there as far as the questions and things that was going on as pertaining to ICE. But Bishop Wooten, child, the very controversial, because he's gotten into it with a few people, not just Jamal Bryant. He's very vocal and he's a little hood too. All right. But he has sent out a warning that we're going to be throwing bows up in here if y'all come up in here on that bull issue. He sent that message directly to Don Lemon. Now I'm expecting Don Lemon to respond and cuss his ass out because that's what he does. And I'll be right there to get it and bring it right back to you guys because y'all know I'll be on my ish, right? Let's get into this Gotham City God. Let's get into it. Shout out to you.
Don Lemon, don't come here. You roll up in this church doing stuff like that, and it's going to be the Royal Rumble. And the funny thing is, I'm not joking. We have worked hard. We built the church in the name of the Lord. We dedicated it to the Lord. It's built for worship. Our blood, sweat, tears, and finances are in this place. And some people who have never darkened the door of a church and never contributed one dime to it, gonna roll up in here and disturb our service and scare our children and shout obscenities in the church. That will not stand in this church. Freedom of speech doesn't extend to going into someone else's house of worship. And you know what? Them people know that. That's why you never see them going into a mosque, because they know the Muslims ain't having that. I'm not a Muslim, but we ain't having that. The Bible teaches that we serve a God who teaches our hands to war and our fingers to fight. That's Bible. And these are the times in which we live. No respect for the house of God. All we want our sisters to do is just get out the way. He gets ready to throw a punch, don't grab his arm. Let the Lord have his way, and they'll know not to ever do that again. Right. Say amen.
Ghetto Gospel Child morning show. Shout out to them for that clip. Yo, what do y'all think about that? Now, somebody said, I agree. You do have to protect your temple. You do have to protect your church and not allow anyone to come in there and be out of order and say and do all types of things. Okay. You really have to make sure that you protect that, because you do have people coming there to worship. We're seeing a lot of churches getting powed up and stuff like that. So you can't have anyone coming up in there wanting to argue and cause controversy when you're trying to go in and have worship in church. Like, that is probably not the place to do that. All right, save that until like afterwards. If you want to have a meetup with him, like get with his secretary and schedule a meeting, sit down and ask him all the questions that you want to. But I do not agree with going in someone's church during service when they are in the middle of trying to worship and have, do the whole service thing in order to do that. So I'm not saying that Don Lemon was wrong, but I'm just saying there's a time and place for everything. So he's saying, hey, y'all come in here with that bull caca and we're going to be throwing bows up in this biatch. All right. So, hey, man, you got to do what you got to do. All right, let's get into the last topic. All right. So this is always a sad time. If any of you have ever lost a parent, regardless to whatever you may have done in your life or may be facing in your life, you do have to pause in order to grieve. So shout out to Yella Beezy. He is a rapper. He is currently facing a lot of time because he was one of the rappers who helped set up another rapper, Mo3, to be unalived. There's a video out there where Mo3 was traveling in his car and some guys, it was said it was a setup. They followed him and they got out of the car in the middle of the freeway in Texas and ran up on this young man with machine pow-pows and unalived him, you guys, on the highway. This man, he went around to get his pow-pow, and they said that some girl that he was dealing with removed his pow-pow and he didn't know it. When he reached down between the seats, it wasn't there. So it sounds like everything was set up or whatever, but this young man lost his life. This young man on my screen, Yella Beezy, is said to be the person who set him up to have him unalived, but then he just got some recent bad news that his mother passed away. They're saying that she had food poison or something and she did not make it from that. Now, while I am upset that he had something to do with Mo3 being unalived, I do have sympathy for him losing his mom because he was very close to his mother. A lot of people in the comments were saying, well, you know, you unalived, you had something to do with Mo3 being unalived, good for you. Yo, I don't feel that way because that's someone's mother, okay? So we always have to stop and give condolences and be respectful in that aspect, right? Yes, people are wrong, but when we have death and things of this nature, we do have to be sympathetic a little bit, okay? You don't have to like a person to have sympathy, right? So let's go ahead and get into this because this video was released. Shout out to Soulja Radio. Yella Beezy says his final goodbyes to his mother in a touching memorial service. They said our deepest condolences go out to the family and friends during this difficult time. I've been there. I lost my father, so I know what it feels to lose a parent. Let's get into this video, okay? So sad. Okay, so they're playing music. I'm gonna just blot it out. We'll just show you guys. That's a sad situation, right? He's crying. Now, these are thug dudes. Yella Beezy is a thug out here in these streets. But you know, when something happened to mama, honey, everything stops. You got to put your thug cape down and go in there and be real about that thing and cry for mama. So he's lowering the top on his mother's casket, and that's very hard for him, okay? I always say that in moments like this, it should be private, right? But they're saying that the video that the church surveillance inside of the church captured these videos and these moments. It looked like somebody had a camera light right there. I don't know. But these videos where you see, you know, a lot of the other thugs back there rubbing their eyes right here, guy here in the corner. But shout out to Yella Beezy. I don't wish this on anyone. Again, he was very close to his mother. He's getting ready to go to trial for this unaliving of Mo3, and his mother is not going to be there, unfortunately, to be like a support system for him. But he is facing a lot of time in prison. So shout out to Yella Beezy, man. I don't know, right? Somebody said, oh, well, come on. Yeah, I don't like the situation and what happened because I did see the video and I was like, oh my God, no. But then, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm just too sympathetic, child. I have a heart over here, okay? I have a heart. So Yella Beezy, he's getting ready to meet his fate coming up here soon. I think they moved the trial back until I think March. I think it is. I have to go back and look at my sources. I think the request for his trial to be moved back to March. So he has some time. They did allow him to be at the funeral though. So he's crying his eyes out for his mom. So condolences to him for that. That's all I have, guys. Everybody's not going to feel the same and I respect it. Okay. So let's get out of here. That is it. And that is all for this video. Y'all are crazy in the chat. I cannot. Love you guys down. Thank y'all for all of the support for this video. Please do not forget to go and like the video, share the video, subscribe. LeBron, I cannot with you. Oh my God. My top flight mods, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. Thank you guys so much for being here. Okay. Thank you too. Thank you guys as well. All right. Please support the video. Also subscribe to the channel. Also go over on Rails World and subscribe over there as well. If you guys haven't done that, because we're going to be putting some fire tea up over there as well. So I'll be going back and forth from channel to channel. Also check me out on TikTok under Caramel Rail. We're over there as well. That my TikTok is booming over there. I was like, damn. So where else? Go over on Facebook and look me up, the Caramel Rail Show. We're over there. I'll be dropping tea and nuggets over there too. So I'm everywhere. I'm on Instagram under Caramel Rail. So if you guys want to find me anywhere, I'm on every social media platform. I'm not on what is it? on all the other ones. I got to get over there. But those are the ones that you can find me on. Again, thank you to all the content creators in this live that support the video. Of course, all my Caramelians, everyone in the bushes. Thank you guys so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. We are getting ready to be experiencing inclement weather. It's getting ready to, if it hasn't already started, snowing outside here. I know a lot of you guys in different states are already experiencing snow. So you guys, please be careful. I hope you guys had a chance to go to the stores and get what you guys needed. Please be safe, be warm, and enjoy this time, right? Okay. I know a few people gonna gain a couple pounds staying inside, eating and watching the snow, but you guys enjoy it. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be going live a few times tomorrow. All right. So happy Saturday. If you guys are going out tonight, please be safe. Love you guys down until the next one. Bye.